I mean,
everybody, it's Friday. It's amazing.
you won't believe how bad your audio went out just then.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course.
The higher your voice went, it cut out. It was like, "Hey, where?"
Woo!
Yeah, there you go.
Did it do it again? Really? It can't. My computer's like, nah, fuck you.
Your computer's like, "Nope, sorry, can't do this today."
Yeah, I'm not dealing with high voice guy.
I think it's got more to do with your microphone.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But you would think that a expensive Macintosh could handle it, but apparently not. It's okay.
No, Mac is
Yeah.
trash for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, I'm really starting to regret buying a new Mac because my old Mac, you could expand the memory. It had memory cards that you could actually expand.
Oh, you can't do jack on this.
You can't do it with the new one. And when you're out of memory, you're freaking out of memory. And I started moving everything onto external drives, getting everything off, and I'm still having issues. And I actually
go ahead. I'll tear into you in a minute.
I had an external drive, a 2 terabyte external drive that I wanted to put Photoshop on because Photoshop's the biggest thing I run.
You can't do it off of the drive.
Supposedly you can, but I can't get it to save there. So what I started doing is moving other applications to it, like Excel and Word and other stuff that I use regularly. But I put it on the external drive and it works fine. So
why are you? If it's a brand new computer and you shouldn't be filling it up. I have terabytes full of stuff. So here. I'll tell you exactly what you're doing because this is the same thing that happened to other older gentlemen in my family. Okay. Do you have Dropbox?
Yes, I have a Dropbox.
Right, and you move stuff to Dropbox.
Yes, and I also have iCloud, and I.
Right. So here's your problem. Here's your problem. You have 99%. I almost guarantee if you've run out of space on your computer, you have moved things to your Dropbox, but have it still synced to your desktop.
We already undid that. You helped me undo that last time.
Right. And I bet if you look again, it's back because there's no way you're going to use. I do more video and editing in Photoshop. I have 3 terabytes in Dropbox. But I still have 100 gigs on my laptop.
Well, this thing is telling me that of my 245 gigabytes of space, 168 of it is iCloud. And in my iCloud, there's only like 13 gigs that's used. So it's counting a whole crap. It's counting my unused iCloud space.
No, that's weird. There's 168 gigs of iCloud is very odd. That is more. That's a tremendous amount of storage.
I've only actually used 146 megabytes on my 200 gigabyte iCloud, but it's showing on my computer my storage space 168 gigabytes is iCloud.
Yeah, so it's either connected to a different iCloud account. Do you have a second account that has photos and shit like that? Do you take a shit ton of video and photos and push it on your phone?
Not on my phone. No, nothing connected. On my computer's not connected to my phone. Yeah,
but your phone is connected to your iCloud account.
I don't think so.
So what you can do is you don't have to have your computer hooked up to your iCloud account. If it's showing that you're using 168 gigs or whatever from iCloud, then it means it's connected. So you can disconnect it and not sync. So what it's doing is it's syncing from somewhere. And so you just need to stop the sync and remove that file or whatever.
Yeah, every time I look at it, it's it gives you iCloud optimizing, which I have clicked. Optimize Mac storage.
No, it's in your system preferences, man.
Okay, well.
Yeah, it's a connection thing.
All right, we'll play with it later.
We'll play with it. Right now, we're just how do I tune my VCR?
How you program your VCR?
Yeah, well, the VCR, the lines on the TV.
Okay, so what's really funny about these audio clips that I have to share with you is they're in a folder titled _Avery. And the funny part is,
No, wait. What are these audio clips? Context.
okay, context. I used to do live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on my comics channel. And you and Avery, Jason, and other people would join. And I would like to try to do my best to keep it listener friendly.
Yes.
Still blinking. What?
The VCR.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. So every time somebody would curse, I would write down the timestamp and I'd go back into the live stream and I would edit the live streams. And there were days where somebody would curse and I would be like, damn it. And they're like, oh, crap. So and then you guys would just go off. And I actually created a file. The original files were just the bad words. So it's literally a video of us just saying shit, fuck, damn, but right. And then as I kept doing it, because this started with, it says Avery compilation number 35, and it goes all the way through 72. And there's 28 of these files going all the way back to May of 2018. And what I started to do is, instead of just cutting out the bad words, I started to like cut out a little bit before and a little bit after. That way there was context to the bad words. But I would take everything that I cut out and put into a little video file. And I just found this folder with all these video files. And there's actually one titled Andrew compilation. So, but if you want to hear some of them, they're pretty funny. They're pretty damn funny.
Here's my question. Are they funny or funny to us?
What's the difference?
There's no difference. Okay, great. Excellent. Yeah, I knew we were good. Let's hear the Andrew one.
You want to hear the Andrew one? Okay.
Yeah, sure. Well, MK says, wait, hold on. MK says, Dusty, I feel like you're about to tell me that if I don't send X Bitcoin, you will rain fire on my farm.
What does that mean? Maybe. Oh shit. Okay. And of course, in order to share audio, I gotta open it into a. What you call it? I gotta open it in a Google tab. So give me just 1 second.
I gotta use the tab and the
thingy.
Yeah, it's because you look like you're. It's because, just for context, MK, I totally understand your joke. So he says, send that boy some art for his wall. Love you, man. You look right now, because your walls are blank and it's just got some random tape on it. It looks like you're about to do like some kind of weird hostage video, or like like you're muted. You're muted. There. Oh, I muted. There you go. Muted. There.
Yeah, I have lots of art. It's just over here on the floor. I haven't done on the wall yet. But yeah, I get it now.
You just should come on and just start demanding shit.
Hey, really quick, like, why are we sharing Andrew's content that he doesn't want to share on his channel and tarnish his own channel, so he's bringing it here?
Whoever said that was my plan?
Andrew.
I kept these files in order to eventually one day share.
But just not on your channel. Yes.
Well, where else would I share it?
And these also have dirty words, Dusty.
Dirty words.
All right, you ready? This one's the one that's entitled Andrew. They are behaving like grade A assholes, though. I never said I wasn't an asshole. That I will attest to. Just ask my wife. No, right before the New York Comic Con, I had gotten home from work, and I'd had a really shitty day at work. But I had had a shitty day at work, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Well, fuck that guy. That guy's a piece of fucking shit. No way you can put Chuck Wendig up against me in any context. You know, no freaking fucking way. I turned my camera off, but I was flicking off the camera, just so you know. Fuck me, no! Yeah, just so you all know, Jerry, you know how I normally don't curse on the live stream. I told
Avery ahead of time. Friday, I'm letting the chain off. And we're just gonna have a good time. And he said we got to have Todd in because Todd's funny, and Todd hasn't said shit.
Andrew, usually your channel is boring as shit, and I have to jump in and make it like lively and stuff.
Jerry says, "Well, let me ruin the fucking chat also."
Nice.
Pretty good.
Oh, I remember that. That was hilarious.
MK gives you an undeserved compliment, Andrew. He says the drawing videos have been great.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Don't compliment him.
Have you
He'll
been
make you
doing drawing
regret
videos
it.
again? Have you been doing drawing videos again?
I did a couple of small videos. I was doing a grab bag thing in the store where I bundled like 10 comics together and included a free sketch with it. And I made sketches, did some really quick sketches to throw in there. And some of the videos were okay. But yeah. Like I said, getting back to sketching. 51 and 53. That's the one that I want to share. This is a good one.
All right, you know what? Fuck it, I'll put it on my drop.
All right, wait a minute. You ready?
Sure.
All right, you know what? Fuck it, I'll put it on my Dropbox.
Ah, damn it!
What the shit? Fix your shit.
Push up to fuck. Sorry, Andrew. Oh shit. Okay.
She got Karen shithead.
Did you just say shithead?
Response to Eric Larson talking mad shit.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Because it was really shitty. Ah, god damn it! I did it again.
The number of times I did it myself was pretty sad.
It says, MK says he just did one storyboarding, showing his thoughts on Nighthawk.
Oh, no. Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Yes. I'm working on a story idea, a new story idea for Hero Book 1, an additional extra story for it. So, yeah, I actually talked to Mike about it. We went over, I told him my plans, and he thought it was pretty cool. And he just said his only response was, get it done and do it. So, but all right, here's one more that
one more.
For some reason, I tagged these as being very funny, and I think maybe they're just funny to me. But this is only 19 seconds, so here you go.
Okay.
Goofing off bullshit. People deliberately taking some things.
Total fuck up.
Comic book nerds ain't gonna play that shit. I have nothing they can take from me, so fuck them. Talk a bunch of shit. They're assholes. I told you I'm not gay. Just some of the dudes I fuck are. Dude, you're gay. Fuck you, man. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have to edit this shit.
Don't fucking make him do
That one is okay. That was okay. That one was okay.
But for some reason, I don't know why it was important to me to edit out all the curse words from the live streams, but I did it every single time. And so I made these videos, and you guys loved giving me more work to do.
Yeah. Sometimes we would just do it on purpose.
Just to have fun with me. But there's one where, hold on a second, let me see if I can find it real quick. It was just so funny because it was like one of the very last ones. Was it this one? No, it would have been a later one. Well, let me try. Hold on.
Fucking this shit, fuckers. Fucking shit.
Nope, that's it. That's one where it was just the words. It's one of the later ones. Hold on. Let's see if this is.
Daddy's a dickhead.
Oh, there you go.
No, that's not a bad word.
Yes, it is.
Can you hear it on cable TV?
No.
Yes, you can.
No, it's.
I don't care. I'm not.
Well, that's bullshit. I shouldn't say recognize. I don't like. Fuck it. I don't recognize Brock as a good guy.
How'd you fix it? Oh, you dick.
What did he do?
He left.
All right, that wasn't it. That had to be this one here.
Thing is not like linked to me.
Don't.
You just said it. I deleted the video. I deleted the video.
Stream.
God fucking Christ.
Ah! I started it all over again.
Todd, this is another stream. Notice that before you. This is a fresh start on the stream, bro.
Fucker.
You did this to yourself. You didn't
Fuck
know
you.
this. No. This one's on you, bro. Bust their balls and talk shit.
What had happened was something like we had something had happened, and there were just too many curse words. I said, "Screw it! I'm canceling this live stream. I'm going to delete it." So I started a new one because of, and Todd, the first thing he did was set a curse word. It's like, and Avery's yelling at him too, Todd. It was a whole new stream, and you ruined it for me.
I fucked it up. Yeah.
Oh, please. You guys had so much fun doing that, and you know it.
Oh God, we tortured you.
You did. You
Anytime we
probably
torture you,
has-
it's fun.
We probably play a part in that stroke.
Well, you know, I do blame you guys. I did. When I went to the hospital, they asked me, said, what were you doing the night before? I said, I had just gotten off a live stream with my friends, and I wasn't feeling well. And I went to bed, and I could barely walk straight. And I figured I just need to get some sleep. And I woke up in the morning, and I still couldn't walk straight. And,
I thought that was just because someone stuck a dick in your ass.
yeah, well. But no, the bottom line was you guys gave me...
He's talking about himself. Wait. Let the record show that he's talking about himself having a stroke as he's guzzling a soda pop.
No, this is ice water.
Okay, good. I like that.
Yes.
That's good. I approve of that. That is okay.
Oh, how the hell are you guys doing, by the way?
I'm doing good, man. How are you guys?
We're 16 and a half minutes in here, and the debauchery is well going.
Let me just tell you, like Seinfeld has nothing on us, man. We can do a show about nothing better than anybody.
So you guys want to see the new comics I picked up this week?
Of course.
We could talk about new comics.
Yeah, of course. New comics is what it's about, man.
It's one of the reasons why I'm thinking about doing the live stream on Wednesday, so we could talk about new comics, but I honestly don't get that many new comics to begin with.
I don't get any new comics. I don't
Oh, I
go
know.
to the comic shop at all anymore.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I bought 4 comics, and it cost $20. I don't know how anybody can afford to do that anymore. I
Yeah.
really don't. You know,
That's pretty expensive.
I spend $25 on one comic quite frequently, but that's for small press doing
right?
crowdfunding.
Yeah, but that's like a special. That's not an every month type, every week type thing.
No.
That's like once every
And-
6 months to a year.
And I'd rather do that, than go to the comic shop and buy. I don't care about the monthlies anymore. Marvel and DC took the attitude that a lot of older fans could just fuck off, so I fucked off, and I'm not coming back.
Well,
I will pick up the occasional thing that I see that's pretty cool, like those those facsimile covers.
That new Incredible Hulk by Nick Klein, when he doesn't do all the issues because he's too detailed. That is a horror book. That is a straight up like EC Comics horror book. It is grotesque and badass. I love it.
I have to say,
But that's about it.
DC is at least trying to put out some good comics. Marvel, it's nothing but covers. That's all anybody cares about is the covers.
But I'm still
That's
not gonna
sad.
go. I'm still not gonna go buy any of it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
You can't tell me to fuck off, and they're not. There's a repercussion to that.
I
I'm
mean,
not coming
wait a
back.
minute. How do you think I feel? I worked there and they told me to fuck off.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
as somebody who's worked with you in the past, I kind of understand it.
What up, Ramel?
What up, our dog? What's it say? Head or God? Head or gut?
Oh, I think we got a little feedback on you, Ramel.
Anybody guess who that's from?
Pulp Fiction.
No.
No, wasn't that in Pulp Fiction? It's a Quentin
Oh, okay.
Tarantino movie. Oh no, Last Boy Scout. Oh my gosh, how did I? You know what it is? That was what Samuel L. Jackson and Samuel L. Jackson and Last Boy Scout. What the fuck?
Wrong
Geek
black
card.
guy.
Geek card. Just throw it out the window. Frickin' A. Throw my geek card out the window. I'm getting everything confused.
get confused. Samuel L. Jackson.
Got it.
Why
MK
was
got
I?
it.
I know. Well, it was Bruce Willis. That's the only thing that I could say connected them. But I know what movie it was. I just was thinking the wrong movie.
Yeah.
Freaking A. Samuel L. Jackson was not in The Last Boy Scout. Oh my God, you people should shoot me.
He was not, but Last Boy Scout was an awesome movie.
It was, and
I never saw that movie. I heard it was really good though.
I saw it. I saw it
Okay.
in the theater
Mm.
by myself as a kid. My parents went to the dollar theater, and I don't know what they were going to go see, but I was like, I don't want to see that. Can I go see that? And my mom was like, sure, I'll buy you a ticket.
It's got the word Boy Scout in it.
Well, it did have Holly Berry in it, though.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
It was Bruce Willis, Damon Wayans, Holly Berry, Eddie Griffin made a cameo in that movie, but he wasn't really big back then.
What was the actor that played the football player in the beginning who pulled the gun out in the middle of the game and then shot himself?
Let's see if anybody in the let's see if Kronos knows. I know he knows. I know. I just want to see if Kronos knows.
I don't know.
Wasn't it
I never
Billy
saw that.
Black? I know I got part of the name right.
Yeah, you got part of it.
It wasn't the same guy that did those exercise videos, the boot camp video. That's the I'm got the guy in my head. I just forgot what his name was.
Billy Blanks.
Oh, speaking of which, anybody out there watch The Mayor of Kingstown?
Oh, he got it. MK got it.
Yeah, he got it. I knew he would.
Well, the wife and I watched the last episode of season 3 this evening. And I have to say, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but if anybody's watched that series, I was thoroughly disappointed with how the 3rd season ended. But I did find out that it is coming back for a 4th season, so we'll have to see. But I hate it when they, Did anybody watch The Penguin?
What did they do? What did they do? You can't just like.
I'm not
like,
saying. Somebody might want to watch it. I'm not going to spoil it, but did anybody watch The Penguin?
I watched The Penguin.
Okay. Did you like it?
I liked it because it kept me engaged.
Oh yeah.
They stripped all the superhero stuff out of it, which is what you would be expecting, and they really grounded it in like a true crime drama.
Yeah.
And
well,
that's what I enjoyed about it.
The one thing about the ending, I did not like the ending, but it only goes to show he's a fucking villain. He is bad down to his core, period. There was there should have been no doubt. Should have been no doubt.
Did they set up the show to where? Did they set up the show to where you don't know if he's good or bad?
Oh no! You know he was a very redeemable character throughout the series. You know, he had friends and he had people that he was fighting for, and he had people that he was helping, and in the end, he's just a bastard villain. Always has been, always was.
Well, the thing
That's
was,
so cool.
he was kind of sympathetic.
Yeah, he was sympathetic. Exactly. And you should never have had any sympathy for him.
I know the scene you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like when it happened, like, no, really, dude?
It was literally after the first episode. After the first episode, I turned to my wife and I said, I hope that character makes it through. And
yeah, because I was rooting for that guy. I was like,
yeah.
I didn't see that coming. I really didn't.
Yeah, but if you think about it, he's a damn villain. He is a psychotic bad guy. Always has been, always will be.
So I'm going to take it that the character didn't make it.
I'm not going to say, but
everybody who didn't see it, but you get attached. Like you see him. Like I said, he's sympathetic by who he surrounds himself with, and
Mhm.
what he's actually trying to accomplish. And he's like mainly like it's an underdog story.
Okay.
When it starts, he's not at the top of the food chain. He's like fairly like kind of down there. So he has to kind of, fight his way, get to where he needs to be. And so in order to do that, he does have, I want to say, people, and they're socially bad. They're not villains. They're just socially bad. You see, they made poor and questionable choices, but yet it's for a reason.
Okay.
And he's more like the ringleader, but at the end, it's like he's not even redeemable. He does these things because he has, he's put himself in a position where he has to, and
He's
also
like
wants to.
like he's like pre-programmed to do it. Like he's just a sociopath.
Yeah.
Did you ever see, Ramel? You might not have seen this, so this might not be a fair question. But did you ever see the Jason Pearson Penguin story?
I did not. You talking about?
Oh my God! Yeah, Andrew knows what I'm talking about. Do you want to kind of tell that story?
I haven't read it in years, but I remember it was beautiful. The fact that I remember there was like a female in it that was like really sweet on him, and he's just disgusting. He's just a horrible person.
Yeah,
it's very much what he is. It's very much that's.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Well, it's more so his resolve is horrible. Like there's ways to do things, and his resolve is horrible, which makes him irredeemable because that's how he solves problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, Todd, if I could recommend you watching something, I definitely recommend that because when it came on, I was like, the Penguin. So I'm sitting there, and next thing you know, I'm actually paying attention to it. I'm like, okay, I want to know more. So the writing is so good that it actually engages you. Like, okay, I see what you're doing.
Okay.
I'm really have high hopes for season 2. I can't see how they cannot do a season 2.
Well,
check this out. MK says I need to watch it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, the chick that plays that one bad lady, she's scary. She's scary as hell.
So Ramel, this is Penguin from It's only one issue. Penguin #1. I think there might have been more, but this is the only one I ever got.
No, these were all one shots. Joker's
yeah, because this
was a one shot.
Yeah, because this is Jason Pearson, R.I.P. So I'm not going to totally spoil everything, but we'll just go through this quick story. Basically, it's the history of Penguin as a kid, and it's really good. You get to see that like kids are making fun of him. He's like trying to ask a girl out, and they're just like laughing at him, and he's remembering all this stuff. And of course, he's like older now, and he's got a harem full of women because he's got money and power. And then, I mean, just the artwork. Like, look at that style for Penguin. Isn't that sick?
Yes, that's really polished.
It's
and
super good, man.
Well,
this is one of my favorite. Outside of Body Bags, this is my favorite of his work, I think.
We'll see the HBO series. It kind of dulls a little bit of that down. It doesn't even seem like it's based on a comic book. It's such a good drama, and the way they translate it from comics to actual television is just freaking awesome. Like I said, a lot of that goofy stuff, there's none of it.
I like that. I think we need more of that.
Clancy Brown is in it too.
Okay.
Does he even use an umbrella in the show?
Not that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't remember him using an umbrella for anything. So,
well, check this out. He goes to basically this is like the only cheesy part really. It's like a villain's It's like a villain's warehouse where you can like buy
Convention.
armor. Yeah, it's like a villain's convention. And in one of these things, he sees this girl, like a bunch of slave women, and there's like this girl like that he kind of catches his eye, and she's just saying, "Help me, please," and she's crying, right? And he basically rescues her. He buys her, I think, or something like that, and she like falls for him as like, "You rescued me," thinking he's a hero because he rescued her from this like slavery thing. I mean, just the artwork is so good, man. And he kind of falls for her, you know, as all this stuff is happening. He kind of falls for her, and he's talking about her as all this other stuff is going on. As Batman is kicking the shit out of his like, you know, his henchmen or whatever. And you know, they're courting and all of this kind of stuff. And like, of course, he's a psychopath. So as soon as he thinks the chef is laughing at him, so he's ready to kill him. And then he kind of calms down. It looks like he might actually be able to put his ways away, like his psychopathic ways down. You know, he's able to calm down and just enjoy, but he can't get it out of his head, right?
Stat panel.
Yeah, he can't get it out of his head. So of course, you know, he kills him or whatever, but you know. Anyway, she discovers it, and she's just like, "Oh my God, the renowned chef commits suicide," and then just sees all of these things about all the people he's killed over the years, and the girls that played a joke on him from the beginning of the story, like they all died, like he killed them all, and she's just like, yeah, she's just like, "Screw this, I'm out." He brings flowers, which is such a good story. He brings red flowers, which is back to the very first panel of the book, right? So he's bringing her red flowers. The red flowers drops, just like in the very first page. There's the red flowers, and the red flowers drop. It's the same panel, dude. It's the same panel, right? He brings flowers. The red panels drop. There's his feet. So it drops. Where is it? Right there it is, his feet at his feet, and she's just like, "Please don't kill me," right? And then she starts calling him a monster and all that kind of stuff, which she can't take, right? And then basically, she's calling him Oswald, and he finally just snaps, and he's like, "That's not my name." And you're having this flashbacks of him as a kid getting beat up by these girls and all this kind of stuff, and then. You know, you basically see the point where he turned into the Penguin, right? And then he's basically you see him finally, this is the climax. He's apologizing. He's just talking about how it just didn't work out. He's got some new bimbo on his arm, and she's back in the cage.
Oh, damn.
And he just walks away. Such a good story, dude. Such a good story.
That was all in one comic?
Yeah. 22 pages, man. Master storytelling, right? Like, it feels like it's a novel, but it was like 20 pages. One book.
The Price of Freedom.
Yeah, dude. Incredible. Super good. Dark as shit, though. Dark, but worth it. So what else is going on? Oh, is the MK says deep into nerddom tonight. Feels right. It does. We're working on. We got like today. I worked on. We're still working on the RPG. So I worked with Flint for a couple hours on the RPG. I'm working on. You know, this new project that's going to be hopefully dropping soon. Avery's. I think we showed last night. Did we show Avery's drawing last night? No, we didn't. We haven't showed it. I'm going to show it. I should show it tonight.
Time
We
out. Y'all
showed
were
it
on
last night, but we weren't live last night.
Yeah, we were on last night. We do lore games every Thursday, Ramel. We did it
I
privately.
I didn't see a link.
Every Thursday, brother. Yeah, you're on the email.
obviously, there's a reason for that.
We know. No. It is Dusty's responsibility for us to meet the diversity quota.
Well, I mean, things have changed a little bit, so we don't need diversity anymore. So,
Hey.
yeah, that's why you go.
MK, hey Dusty. Dusty. MK says S2. Cough, cough.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, yes, you too. Yeah, we're working on this year is very big. We're not going to get a lot of sleep. I don't think it's going to be the first drop, but it's going to be. I will say it here because it's just us. I am personally planning for an S2 this year. Like I'm going to get this done.
Hey Todd, real quick. Kind of disappointed I missed last night, but I kind of fleshed out that story a little bit. So I like where it's going.
Okay.
And the number of pages you recommended, it's not going to work for it to be a good story. So
okay. Well, how many you mean like more? Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
the thing is, you go from A to B in like maybe one page. But
Yeah.
we need to see how we got from A to B.
Yo, do your thing, Ramel. Do your thing. Don't even sweat it, and we'll work it out. Like so, last night. So, Avery's working. Zach wrote a short story, and Avery's working on it. And then last night we kind of we went over it. The Full Metal Jackson story.
Yeah.
So we went over that, and now Avery's drawing it. I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this on social and Twitter and the Discord later. I want to wait until Avery gets like some of the pages inked. But do you want to see Avery's pencils, his blue line pencils?
I do.
Avery, do you mind if I share?
I really don't care for that.
You don't want me to share?
You can, but I don't care for it.
Typical Avery. I'm not
Typical
surprised.
Avery. Yeah. No. I don't care. This is absolutely badass. Look at that.
Really, Avery?
Double page spread, dude. Look at that for blue line pencils. Oh, dude, it's so fucking good.
I mean, Avery, I get you, but I don't understand. I get you, but I don't understand.
Hey, Doc.
Hello, friends.
What's up?
This looks beautiful.
What's up, Doc?
Thank you. But somebody doesn't think so.
I know. Well, artists. This is. I mean, look, I can relate because when I show my pencils or my sketches, I'm like, this is shit. But no, this is badass.
That's because you're speaking truth, Todd. You know that.
Thanks,
right?
Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate you.
Anyway, awesome job, Avery. Even though you don't think so, I'm telling you anyway.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, I just don't like.
sexy.
I just don't like showing showing that stuff is all.
I know, but we don't have a choice. We need to start showing everything. We have to start posting.
In that
shit,
case,
man.
Yeah.
sorry I'm late, fellers. I was at the chili cook-off at the school.
Right on.
It was good, man.
Chili cook-off.
I thought they just make like
nice.
an industrial vat, like back in the cafeteria, the lunch ladies or whatever. But every class made their own like crock pot of chili. So there's
my God.
so there's like 26 different kinds of chili there, man.
Oh my God.
How many different kinds of chili can there be?
Hey, man, they figured it out. I'm serious.
Really?
There were a lot. It's a small school. There's only 2 classes per grade from K through 5. So however many that is, I guess that'd be 22, right? Yeah.
You said they figured it out.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. Played some bingo.
Now you know what I'm thinking of? It's a really, really, really old episode of The Simpsons. Well, I think they had like a chili cook-off or something like that, and I think Ned Flanders he had a a bowl of chili is supposed to be like so hot, and Homer got pissed off that it wasn't really that hot, and Ned Flanders thought he was going to hell because it wasn't all that hot as he said it was going to be. You had to see it.
I like when Cartman got his bully to eat his parents in the chili.
Wait, back what?
Cartman got a guy that was bullying him to eat chili, where Cartman had put the dude's parents in the chili.
God.
I think I remember that episode.
It's really dark.
Yeah. Cartman's evil. That's when they turned Cartman like full evil.
Is he
Yeah,
still
he-
evil? I don't even know.
Oh yeah.
He's due to be a supervillain any day now.
Yeah,
Any day.
he's
long is that-
diabolical, dude.
How long's that show been on the air, man?
25, 26 years,
Yeah, it's
something like
insane.
that.
I actually just saw a thing. It was a Simpsons. There was a Simpsons game for the mobile. If you remember, it's called Simpsons like tap something tap.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had that. I had that
Yeah,
on-
they just shut that down today, I guess, after like
really.
13 years. Yeah,
Ah, damn.
13
Yeah,
out of what,
they don't.
30 some odd years that they've been on TV.
That's crazy. They don't.
No, you know the Simpsons has been around longer than before we were in high school, because
Yeah.
the Simpsons first premiered in the Tracy Ullman show.
Yeah, it was like
That's right.
it's like 80 something, man.
I want to say
Yeah, I
88.
remember.
Yeah,
I
87, 88.
remember that.
Me too.
That was the
Yep.
Fox. Fox was a fledgling back then.
Mm-hmm.
When they had
Yeah.
Tracy Ullman, Married
It was
with
like
Children.
brand new. Yeah, that was it, right? Those were
Yeah.
like the two flagship shows, and I guess In Living Color maybe too.
Yeah, that came.
was
I
that
think
on
a little bit
Fox?
later.
Yeah,
it was
maybe.
definitely
Yeah.
Fox.
Yep.
Yep.
Two
Ooh,
snaps
that
and
was
some
around
fun
the
shit, man.
world.
Yeah, we were just talking about that today at work. It's like, you know what? They could not pull that off today. But you
Oh,
know
God.
what?
Two snaps up in a circle.
No, but
Men on film, men on books.
Men-
Oh my god, that
Men
shit was
on film.
insane.
Men on film.
no, but let me throw this in here. This is part of the Tracy Ullman. Does anybody remember that one skit on the Tracy Ullman show where she had like two dads? Anybody remember that?
I remember a TV show called My Two Dads, but
No, because that came up.
yeah.
We was talking about My Two Dads, and I was like, no, that wasn't the same premise. Because in the Tracy Ullman show, she was growing up and she had two dads. She's like, this is my daddy, and this is such and such and such. She said his name. So they don't flat out come and
so they
say
don't,
it.
yeah, right, okay, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
but
remember that.
you know what was up.
I
Oh,
don't
I see
remember
what
many
you're saying.
sketches
And
at all
that
from that
was-
show.
That was taboo back then, and Fox got away with it. They really took some chances.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
No,
That actually reminded me of something. I came across an old show from the 80s on Tubi. I need to rewatch it because
What
it was
show?
really funny, and it really pushed the envelope there.
Sledgehammer.
Soap.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
Oh yeah, dude, that was classic.
Billy Crystal's
Soap was
character.
Awesome. Soap was awesome.
I never watched Soap.
me either.
Soap was good, man. That was,
was hysterical.
genuinely funny.
That was
Genuinely a funny show.
that was a very early 80s or maybe late 70s show. Billy Crystal was like
Possibly.
one of Billy Crystal's character was like one of the first openly gay characters on TV.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was one of the earliest where they actually expressly said it.
Huh.
I don't know if he was the first, but that show was hysterical. It's on
That show,
Tubi.
I used to watch that show when at my grandparents' house because it was just it was cutting edge. Like it wasn't like for kids at all.
No,
Like
it wasn't. It was a dark comedy making fun of soap operas.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a parody of soap operas.
Yeah, and it was hysterical, dude. It was like Billy Crystal was young, man. He had to be in his 20s.
Was that pre Saturday Night Live?
No.
No.
Saturday Night Live's like it's on its 50th season.
Yeah, they're Saturday Night Live was like what 70s?
Late 70s.
79?
Well, it's their
No,
50th
76.
season right now, so it would be
No, 50th season. Well, no, because I'm not even.
75. 75.
wait, 40th
75.
season. I was just watching a skit today, and I thought it said it was the 50th. Maybe it's the 40th
It's probably
season. 40th season.
Well, you 40th?
No, wait. It was in the 70s. It's 50th,
Oh.
man. It's got to be.
It's got to be in the 50s. No, if it's in the 70s, it could be in the 40s. or 50s.
1975.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Because George
So it-
Carlin, season 1, episode 1.
okay.
George Carlin was on Saturday Night Live.
October 11th, 1975. Saturday Night Live, season 1, episode 1.
Hey, I was born a month later. There you go.
It had so many guests. I remember what was the one guy that played for the Bears? It was two of them. I just remember this one song they did, and they can't really do it today. It's something where white men and something. It was a song they did. It was funny, but with today's climate, can't pull it off.
You can't do
could a
anything
lot of-
today. You can't do jack shit today.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You-
SNL's
I
got
mean-
some funny shit though. Still, man, they got some. Sometimes they push the envelope. There's a really great skit with The Rock, and it's like the supervillains convention where they're showing off all of their like evil inventions, right? And they're like, this guy's like, I've got a freeze ray. Da, 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 da. And he's like all like classic, and The Rock comes up. He's just like in a lab coat or whatever, and he's like, yes, I came here, is like, hi, thank you for having me, and he's like, well, here I go, I built a child raping robot. They're like, what the fuck, man? He's like, isn't this the Evil Genius convention or whatever? Like, isn't this like the most? It's so fucking funny, dude. They play it off legit because everyone's like classic, like cackling villain, and he's just like some scientist is just like, I thought of the worst thing you could possibly make. I mean, like, yeah, raw, but I mean, like, you can't help but appreciate that. And I can't believe that they actually, that might have been one of those like cut for time ones where they do it in rehearsal and record it. Cause I don't think that made it to the actual thing, man. Dave Chappelle just did last week's. I used to watch SNL religiously every week. I got like a couple seasons to catch up on, but I did watch. I watched one funny skit from this last week. It was pretty good.
I stopped watching after Phil Hartman.
Man, Phil Hartman, dude.
Phil Hartman was a legend.
So good.
Yeah.
Caveman lawyer.
Caveman lawyer.
Phil Hartman has some good skits.
Really, like, I might just be caveman, but
The Frankenstein fire bad.
yeah.
But which one of the Baldwin brothers is he still doing Saturday Night Live?
Who, Alec Baldwin?
Yeah,
He's not doing Trump anymore. They got this other guy who's like, I mean, his vocal inflections are like spot on.
I've seen him. Yeah,
he's pretty good otherwise too, though.
Yeah, I've seen him do some Trump impersonations. No, but I was just wondering because Alec Baldwin got in trouble for that whole shit.
Oh yeah, you know what? He did a cameo. I think a few weeks ago. He came on as a cameo. I can't remember. He was playing some other political character, I think, but it was right after he kind of got exonerated or whatever, acquitted. But yeah,
so they cleared him of any wrongdoing on that movie?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
No, it's
not his fault, man.
I don't disagree with it, but
yeah, I don't disagree. I don't necessarily like him as a person, but I also don't think it was totally like his fault. I mean, that's not.
No, it's certain. If you have a background in handling firearms, there's certain precautions that are no brainers, and I don't know. It's just
Yeah, I mean, he's an actor, and they hire people for that shit. You know.
well, yeah. But here's the thing: it's like you're held responsible because they're there because of you. It's just a
I mean, yes, you should still have training and stuff like that. or
like
whatever.
like we talked about Vic Morrow, Spielberg. I think he's still taking care of that family till the day,
Mm.
and that was bad. Oh God,
Oh, that's the Twilight Zone one?
yes,
Yeah.
that was the Twilight. That's the most.
Oh
That-
yeah,
that-
I
that's
remember
the-
you
that's
saying- I
the-
remember you saying something about that.
That's the most horrific shit I've ever heard of in my life.
Yeah, that's not a good one. That's
Yeah,
a
'cause,
scary
like,
one.
Yeah, he got like there was like suits. Like he didn't do it personally, but like I said, it was his shoot. So you're kind of put in a position of responsibility for everybody there,
Mhm.
if it makes sense.
Yeah,
So I have to make sure everybody leaves the same way they came.
yeah,
That
yeah,
type of thing.
yeah.
So,
Pretty crazy.
Oh, Death and Destruction.
Well, you know, there's actually a video of John Schneider, you know, the guy from Dukes of Hazzard, Smallville, and all that, after the Alec Baldwin shooting, and he actually did a video where he actually had the same model revolver that Baldwin was using, and he showed all the ways that Baldwin's explanations about what happened were total bullshit.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Yeah, I didn't even need to watch that video because I own single action revolvers. And Alec Baldwin had to have pulled that trigger. Had to have.
yeah.
You have a single action revolver. For it to go off, you have to cock the hammer.
You have to cock it, right?
You have to cock the hammer, then you have to pull the trigger.
Right. Every time.
What would okay? Here's my question, and this is just because I don't watch a lot of TV or all this shit. Like I know the basic story. I mean, I remember the news articles, but why would it be his? Even if he pulled the trigger, like, I mean, I guess there's some liability if it's his movie and he's like producing it or something. It's his responsibility to make sure there's
His
safety on the
movie,
set.
He's producing it, and you're supposed to check that firearm when it's handed to you.
Oh, okay.
What I
He
want to
did
know
not.
is why was it loaded in the first place with live
Why,
ammo?
why were live rounds even on the set?
Exactly.
Yeah. And here's another thing, and Avery knows this. For anybody that's owned or plans on owning a revolver, the thing about the trigger pull in a revolver, it's harder than any other most firearms that I know of.
Not on a
It's
single action.
Well, because I know on mine, it takes like what my 357 is. It takes like 7.5 pounds of pressure, whereas my Glock only requires like 3 pounds. So it's like in order to pull the trigger, you have
Ramel.
to really be pulling.
Ramel, it's a single action.
That's literally like, it's like click clack, right? I mean, like, to like really super simplify it.
Take
You're
your
not
revolver.
You're not pulling the. You know, the
What's your
terms.
trigger pull like when you cock the hammer first?
Right.
No, well, here's the difference. Mine is hammerless.
Oh, what he was using is a single action. You
Okay.
have to cock the hammer first. You have to. It does
Yeah,
not
'cause you
function
just-
any other.
Yeah, because you just can't pull the trigger because it's not going to engage. You have to.
It's
actually
not. It's
cock.
not a double action.
Yeah. Okay.
Modern revolvers, double action. That revolver, single action. The trigger only performs one function, and it is
Okay.
to
Did
drop
he
the
did
hammer.
did he say that he didn't? I guess I'm still missing. Did he say that he didn't pull the trigger or something?
Yes, he says he did not pull the trigger. He had to have.
Yeah.
Had
I mean, like, look, I can get it. Like, okay, like you're checking out the prop. You're like, okay, hey, I'm an actor. I'm assuming a prop
Could he-
master's done their job. You pick it up. You do the thing. You go, oh, boop, boop, boop. You know, like I get it. I get how you could just, as an actor, just assume like, okay, cool.
Hey,
Just not
it's
give a
very,
shit.
Wild
it's
West.
very easy to touch off a revolver on accident.
Yeah.
when it's single action or it's a double action, you cock the hammer and put it in single action. It's very easy to touch one off when you did not mean to. I've done it. Luckily, I was obeying all the other rules, and the bullet went down. The bullet went down range in a gun range. But I have done it.
I'd like to shoot I haven't shot for a long time.
Well, again, that doesn't answer the question. I mean, why were there live rounds on that set in the first place?
Well, yeah.
Stupidity.
There's
Pure stupidity. It's to me, it seems like a clear-cut case of negligent homicide. You know.
Well, the thing is, I mean, look, consider what happened to Brandon Lee on Consider the Crow back in the '90s. That that was literally, I think, as I understand it, like a piece of something got caught in the barrel.
Yeah, improper maintenance.
Yeah, and so he was basically hit by a pebble that got stuck in the barrel, which turned it into an actual bullet because of the blank.
Mm-hmm.
But why? But again, why would you? I mean, never mind. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, were they going to go target shooting during the off hours?
Yes, they were doing stuff like that. They were doing stupid shit.
It's so avoidable. It's ridiculous.
It was completely and totally avoidable. It wasn't a freak accident. It was negligence.
Yeah, negligent maintenance. See, here's my thing. Let's say I'm doing a movie that requires, guns on set or something like that. I would have a guy look, your sole job is to maintain the safety of these firearms.
Well,
before anybody touches it, they have to be checked by you.
That's a thing. That's already a thing in the industry.
They have to be checked by you. When you get it back, you got to check it. And they have to remain the action open at all times, unless we're filming with it.
That's all normal protocol. In all of these instances, those things were broken. Those rules were broken.
Yeah, wasn't there a report that person was let go early?
Oh, in Brandon Lee's case? Yeah.
No. In the Alec Baldwin case.
I'm not sure. I know she's a nepo baby.
The girl, yeah, her dad is like a famous person that does that on set. But I don't know, like.
No, yeah, her dad was like a veteran stuntman. Apparently, she's the stunt version of a nepo baby, which probably explains a whole lot about what actually happened.
Well, I also feel bad for her. I feel bad for everyone. I feel like that is a genuine, like a legitimate, genuine tragedy. Like it wasn't something that was like malicious, It was just stupid people doing stupid things.
It was incompetence all the way around. Multiple people did dumb stuff to lead to that.
Totally.
It was a chain of stupidity that got that poor girl killed.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, it doesn't stop there. If you ever gone to a gun range, you will see plenty of stupidity.
More stupidity.
Oh
More stupidity.
My God.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what do you? Okay, now because I don't go to the gun range that much, so like, what do you guys see?
I can tell you. Yeah, I can tell you. And this is recent. Okay, so
stupid people flagging people because they can't point the gun in the safe direction. Stupid women who don't dress for the occasion and wear open-toe shoes or low-cut tops, so they end up with hot brass down their shirt.
Oh yeah.
And then they freak out and they're waving the gun around because they got hot brass burning their boobs. Just stupid people that just are not being safe. It's in order for someone to get hurt, you have to violate several safety rules at one time. And there's people that will manage. You'll tell them everything what to do, and they'll still dick it up. And it's insane.
So Avery, let me tell you about a true story. This happened. I want to say it was about maybe 2-3 years ago. And you're familiar with what a bay is, right?
Yeah.
So we're at an outdoor range and we have a bay. For everybody that's unfamiliar, imagine a bay is like, say, like a closed off area the size of a 3-car garage. So, and it's something that you shoot in. So this is the bay. So
Okay.
me and a couple coworkers, like, we're shooting into the bay. So when you're shooting into the bay, you don't handle targets while somebody is shooting, because you declare the bay hot and cold. Hot means yeah, we're firing into it. Cold means, hey, put your guns down because we're gonna go in there and change targets. So we had taken up a bay, and because we all know each other, whatever. So it was like this random 2 guys, and they were waiting to shoot, and I was like, hey man, we'll slide over, allow you into our bay, you know what I'm saying, so that you can shoot. I wish I hadn't said that. So we were shooting into the bay, and this motherfucker actually walks up to his target while we're shooting.
What?
Yes. He walks up
Idiot.
right to his target and is changing his target. So we were like, whoa, 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 whoa.
You got to call cold. You got to let the other people know the range is going cold.
He didn't know. So we gave him the stupidest look you could imagine. Like, bro, are you fucking serious?
Freaking moron. Some people are so stupid. That's
I mean, the only thing I've ever done is like, it's like taking a loaded gun and trying to pick your nose with the barrel.
Yeah.
Dude, people insane.
That was the last time we went to that range.
Oh God. I need property.
Well, so before I came on here, I was rewatching John Wick 4, good movie, and turns out that gun he uses in the last part of the movie, the Viper, the TTI,
Pit Viper.
That's a real gun. I was surprised. I looked it up. It retails for about $7,700.
Wait, huh?
It retails for about $7K, just over $7K. It's customized apparently. It's a 28 round magazine. I'm not even sure how it's physically possible, but somehow they made it work.
28 9mm?
Yeah, 20. Yeah, they said 28 round magazine for 9mm. I'm still trying to figure out how is that physically possible without extending the magazine below the barrel, or like making the grip so wide you're basically like you can't hold it. But apparently they pulled it off.
The Terran Tactical Pit Viper.
Yeah.
Andrew, do you have any idea what these guys are talking about?
Nope, got no clue.
It's
Let me see.
Hold on, let me shoot you the link.
No, we don't care. It's okay.
I care.
We can't share. We can't. I'm not sharing like pictures of guns on YouTube. Unfortunately, like they're not.
No, you can't.
It's for Avery's benefit.
Okay.
I know what the Pit Viper is. Capacity 30 rounds.
Jesus.
It's some kind of weird 2011.
Oh, so it's not a 9mm.
It is a 9. No, 2011.
Hey, Tom, do you want to see some new comics?
I would love to see some new comics.
Well, highlight me on some new comics.
Show us some new comics.
All right. That puts paid to the other link I wanted to send you, which compared Southeast Asian porn stars.
MK says, "LOL, we finally found the limit of what we won't post." Well,
I approve it. I approve it.
We have posted. The problem is we get this for such a small audience. We get kicked off of streams more than you would imagine, and I don't know why. I haven't figured that out.
So, a couple comics I picked up this week. The ones that I've actually read: Absolute Wonder Woman #4. Still enjoying this book. The art is not my thing, but I'm still enjoying the story. So I'm still with.
How is that, by the way? I'm familiar with Batman. He's a civil engineer.
Yeah. This one.
So what's up with Wonder Woman? How is
she was raised in hell with Cersei as her adoptive mother, and it's more, her powers are more about magic than being an Amazon. But in this particular issue, they explained, well, actually in one of the early issues, in order for her to get out of hell, she had to sacrifice something of her warriorness, or her ability to be a warrior. So
you're suggesting that she gave up her breasts because of the way your hands are positioned.
No, she gave up her arm. She literally cut off her arm. So when you see her in the book, she has a mechanical arm.
Whoa!
Really?
Yes. So in this issue, she actually needs her arm. She needs her arm back. She had a magical one. So she had to do witchcraft and had to douse herself in blood and all this other stuff in order to get the arm back. But the arm, the one that has all the tattoos on it, which looks really cool, is actually a magical arm. She doesn't actually have an arm. And she pulls out, and this is very manga-ish. In order to defeat this creature, she has this big-ass sword, right? Which every panel, the sword grows bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually, she's literally, the hilt is 5 times larger than her. Yeah, but it's magic. It's a magical sword. But
this is Wonder Woman?
This is Wonder Woman, yes.
Okay.
This is absolute Wonder Woman. And
okay. All right.
4 issues in, I'm still cool with it. I'm still enjoying it and liking it. And it's one of those ones that's $4.99 cover price, which really sucks, but I'm still buying it. You know what's so funny? I had to go to the store the other day, and I was not paying attention to the news, not listening to this whole bird flu chicken thing. I don't know if you guys know what's going on, but apparently they had to cull millions of chickens, and egg supply is down to almost nothing in the U.S.
Really?
I literally had to go to 2 grocery stores to find eggs, and when I did find them, guess how much I paid for a dozen large eggs?
$6.
$7.
Really?
But I needed them because I had 2 brownie mixes, and I had to have some brownies, so I had to buy the eggs. It would have been cheaper to just buy pre-made brownies, but
it would have been cheaper to buy the chicken.
Another one I got is this is Hyde Street #3 from Image Comics and Ghost Machine. This is 100% Ivan Reis art. I'm enjoying the hell out of it just for that. And in this one, as you can see, one of the main characters, X-ray glasses guy or whatever his name is standing on the decapitated body of Santa Claus.
Awesome.
So, in other words, it's a feel-good holiday story. But it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Nothing like a headless Saint Nick.
This one actually I picked up last week. This is G.I. Joe #3. The art on the inside is by Tom Riley, the same guy who did the Duke limited series, and I enjoyed the hell out of that series. So I'm still picking this one up. I stopped picking up the other G.I. Joe, which is on issue like 13 or something. I mean, I like the art, but it just, I kept getting lost with it because I missed an issue or two. This one I'm paying attention to and I'm following along. And so far, it's still pretty good. Another one I picked up is, this is the Tom King, Ryan Sook series.
Look at me.
Black Canary, best of the best. And this is...
Sorry, that's my phone, sorry.
This is 100% I'm picking it up for the Ryan Sook art. So,
yeah, he's a super talent.
Yep, and he draws gorgeous women, and that's what this whole book's about. So, the other one I picked up this week, which I haven't actually read yet, is the 3rd issue of Justice League Unlimited. This is He Who Will Not Be Named writing and Dan Mora on art, and 100%. Yeah, well, the art is fantastic.
Dan Mora was awesome.
Dan Moore is great, and the story is actually very, very exciting and well paced. It's not a lot of people sitting around at coffee shops drinking coffee and talking about eating donuts.
Mhm.
It's a lot of fun, you know.
What's
And
it
then
called?
I-
Justice League. Justice League. What?
Justice League Unlimited.
Hmm.
And they've built a new watchtower, and it's a big, huge group of Justice Leaguers, and they're being Martian Manhunter and a couple other telepathic ones are like controlling who goes where to handle what big events and so forth. And so far, it's been rather good. Now, I did pick up 2 books last week. I think I showed these to you. I bought them with high hopes that they would be good, and literally I picked them up for the covers. Magic #1 with a J. Scott Campbell cover.
I love that character so much. Never been treated good.
The only reason to pick up this book is for the cover.
What
And
happens in the inside? Is it coffee and cats and eating?
no, but she's not a character. Her voice, I don't recognize this character at all. This doesn't seem like her at all, you know.
Mm.
But yeah, just I can't place it, but it's just she's not interesting to me at all
Mm.
in this. So really, it was just for the cover. And then the last issue that I picked up from Marvel, and I really got to stop buying Marvel because they really, really do suck.
Well, you've always been more of a DC guy.
Well, no, not really. I mean, if it's good art, I'll pick it up. But this was New Champions #1. I think I showed this to you guys last time.
Yeah, that's a
Get the
good cover.
hot, Art Germ cover, and the character, this particular character, is in one panel in the back of the book, and you don't even see her, really. So it is literally they're just selling this comic for the cover, and the fact that this is $4.99. Was this $4.99? This was $4.99. This was $4.99. This, which is actually good, is $3.99. This one. That one's $4.99. This one's $3.99. This one's $3.99, and this one, of course, is $4.99.
Jesus.
Can you imagine paying $5 for a freaking comic, guys? I don't
No,
know.
dude. This is why the hobby is struggling, because who's gonna experiment? You walk into a comic shop. There's 8 million comics. They're all $5 each. Like, how do you know what to buy? Like you buy the first one and it's trash. You're like, well, I just lost $5. Comics are gay.
Yeah, there you go. But
That's why I like Alterna. They're like
so
$1.25,
I asked-
$1.50. If it sucks, you don't care.
I asked ChatGPT in 1993 what convention were all these people at, and it told me most likely San Diego Comic-Con. So
That's got everybody on there.
no, this is the magazine that I bought off of a guy
Okay.
that has a bunch of signatures on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I asked what convention, because
Yeah.
it's dated 1993 for some of the people that signed the signature. And so my question to ChatGPT was, what convention did some of these people were at? Because I can tell who some of the signatures are, but not all of them,
Yeah.
in order to try to get an idea of who else might have signed it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, San Diego Comic-Con 93.
Seems
you
a
guys
little wild
imagine-
to get that many people back then.
Well, could you imagine San Diego in 93? That's like the beginning of Image. You know? That was a huge year.
Right. I guess that's true.
Yep. All right, you can take me off now, unless you just want to see me.
I'm just staring at you.
Oh, did I have something else to show? I showed you all that sign book that I got, right? That sign
Well-
slab.
Well, you showed it on the stream, and you showed it last. Wait, which one?
It was the Toy Story #6, signed by Wallace Shawn, who's the voice of the character Rex, and of course this cover has Rex on it. And this is a certified grade from CBCS, so kind of cool.
Cool.
Nice.
Yep.
Has anybody seen Nosferatu?
The new one? No, not yet.
Oh, it's pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah,
Is it
did you
good?
see it did you see it online, or did you see it in theaters?
Something that Avery actually liked. What?
I bought it.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit! All right.
I wanted to. I was like looking at the price. I was like, it's $20 to rent it, $25 to buy it. I was just like, well, if I go to the theater to watch it, it's still going to cost me $30 to go to Valdosta and watch it, and I don't care about going to the theater because that's boring as shit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well,
So I just bought it. So it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's really, really good. It looks amazing.
Now, is that the one that has
Okay.
what's his name? The guy that plays it or Pennywise?
Bill Skarsgård. Yeah.
He's in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's really good. He's really good at it. The movie's fantastic. And I did rent Deadpool and Wolverine, which was okay. It was
awesome. I really liked it.
It was nowhere near as good as people made it out to be.
Really, I loved it.
Still not seen it.
It's okay.
It's fan service.
Melissa, who didn't see Deadpool 1 or 2 and doesn't know much about the character, loved that movie. She was like, that was excellent. I was like,
Now-
yeah, right? That was so good.
Did she enjoy the cameos that were in it?
Yeah, well, I explained some of the cameos, yeah.
Did she not know who Elektra was or Blade was or?
She recognized Blade.
Okay. All right.
She loved it.
I by no means hated it, but I was like, this is nowhere near good as people hyped it up to be.
Mhm.
It was amusing. It had a couple of genuinely funny moments, but overall, I didn't think it was as great as people said it was.
Did you ever watch? Did you ever watch
Right.
The Joker 2?
I have no interest.
Okay.
I never watched the Joker 1.
I liked the first
Joker
one.
1 was amazing.
I gotta watch it.
I liked it. I liked the first one.
We're just
it's not
finishing Game of Thrones,
I'm sorry.
like House of Dragon. Like I'm way behind on everything.
Yeah, I tried to watch the second season.
I'm so sorry.
Like a steel drum.
It sounded like you timed it, dude. It was great.
For clarity,
Oh.
I'm trying to create something on my AI app, and it has to run ads for it to be free. I did not know. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I just turn my volume off when I'm doing that.
Oh, so funny.
Yeah, the second season of that show, I couldn't watch it. I was just like, I don't care. These characters are nowhere near as interesting as the first series.
With the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've kind of started liking it. You're right. I mean, they're not as
I watched
captivating, but
I watched the first season, and I was like, this isn't terrible. It's not great. It's not terrible. Then I tried to start watching the second season, and I was just like, I don't care, and stopped watching it.
There's a couple characters that I like in there.
Yeah.
I appreciate the acting at least. Yeah.
What do you think of House of the Dragon?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the original Game of Thrones.
No. I'm talking about House of the Dragon.
No, the original Game of Thrones is pretty good, except for the last couple of seasons.
Well, yeah, but in all fairness, they basically kind of outran the books at that point.
Yeah, and their idea for it is terrible.
Well, bear in mind that they asked George R. R. Martin how the series is going to end, so
it's still terrible.
Yeah, still they.
Well, the books are going to suck then too if he ever finishes it, which
he's not going to finish it. He's like 78 years old. They'll give it to Bryan Sanderson and he'll wrap it up in like 2 years. But no, House of the Dragon, it's okay. I mean, the thing is though is that you can really tell that they're not. They're not playing with the same budget that Game of Thrones did, because you don't see as many big battles. It's just like when I'm watching, I'm thinking it's like all these guys do is talk. Where's the blood and guts? That's why I'm watching. I want to see blood and guts, and I want to see dragons burning down cities. but all you guys do is talk.
A lot more dragons in House of the Dragon. I tell you the character that I do like.
I
and
know
that
House,
is
that's what I meant. House
yeah,
of the Dragon.
that is the Alan of Hull. The becomes
Yeah.
the first mate of Lord Corlin or whatever.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like
yeah,
his bastard son. I like that actor
Uh-huh.
because he was in Raised by Wolves, which was such an awesome fucking excellent show. He played Father, which is one of the like androids that raised the kids on the
Yeah.
planet. If you guys haven't watched that, I mean, they're never gonna. It's kind of sucks because they're not going to renew it. But for what it was, man, that was a weird. Miss Ridley Scott.
Well, that's the thing
you
is
know.
that good a good actor in a shitty show can make a shitty show an okay show.
Yeah,
I mean, look, I was a little bit on the fence about the whole, the fact that they basically changed the race of the of some of the characters in House of the Dragon, but the actors they picked they made it believable.
Are you talking because they added black people as Targaryens?
Yeah, well, I mean,
you can just say it.
I know. I'm
like, dude, I actually, they're some of my favorite characters.
I know, and that's the thing is that you look, but it's the actors they picked. It's like it's like when they made Nick Fury Samuel L. Jackson. That worked because it's Samuel L. Jackson, and so the guy they had playing the Bart Lawrence, they're it's the same thing that happened with Rings of Power, which it's not a good show. It's still not a good show, but the second season was better than the first. But the woman they had playing the Queen of Numenor, Queen Muriel, she's one of those actors who, she was in like the Spartacus TV show on
HBO.
Yeah,
Stars.
Stars.
I loved that show.
I didn't watch that.
Cynthia Adai Robinson. That's her name. Honestly, she's one of those actors. You could sit her down and just give her the phone book. I'd pay to watch. She's just that good at it. She's really good, and
But they hated her. They hated her character in Spartacus because she replaced the original girl.
Yeah, I think then didn't the original girl, like, I don't know, she left for some reason, but I don't know. Look, she's I didn't really like Spartacus that much. I felt like I liked the blood and guts. I thought I thought that they were trying too hard with the whole like barely this side of porn sex scenes, but
it was gratuitous.
It was
gratuitous, and that's one of the things I love about it.
Yeah, it just didn't work for me. It felt like, it felt like, yes, look at what we can get away with on premium cable. But
no, I liked it because everything was like a really raw primal comic book movie.
Yeah, but that was the good thing. But
what movie is this?
Spartacus.
The TV show Spartacus.
Oh, Spartacus. Okay.
Star series.
Yeah, but the thing is, but again, Cynthia Adai Robinson. I mean, she's just people are complaining about the whole race lifting there as well. She made it work. I mean, that's what I said. Good actors, doesn't matter what good actors transcend race. It's just.
If I may add something with Spartacus, the reason why I loved Spartacus was it was mainly the dialogue and the storytelling.
Yeah, it was very Shakespearean, yeah.
Yeah, the dialogue was so poetic. It's how they spoke and how they put such emphasis on it. And it not only that, it was the plotting. You had multiple characters in there that were just bad and irredeemable. You had John Hannah was fucking amazing as Batiotis. Loved him.
Yeah. He was good.
God, he was so good.
Lucy Lawless was great too.
Oh yeah,
she was more like, I don't count her as a separate character because her and John Hannah kind of moved as a unit where they kind of conspired. There were certain plot lines where they were kind of separate in their intentions because remember he wanted to sell Crixus and she didn't because she was fucking him.
Yeah,
and, that's where they kind of differed. But it was because if you watched our first season, which was great, it was great. Then they did the prequel, which was Gods of the Arena, in how they wrote the prequel, which really picked up a lot of certain dialogue that they hinted in season 1. It was so freaking seamless. It was stuff that they just barely mentioned, just certain expressions, and they fleshed it out in Gods of the Arena. God, that was so great. I was like, that's how you write a series. Now
It was really
yeah, it was the later episodes where they after Andy Whitfield died. I wasn't really feeling that because you had the new guy, and that season he did wasn't all that great. It was like I'm ready.
It got better.
Well,
It got better. It's jarring. It is jarring to see the main actor get changed. You know,
it was,
but
after that,
he did do good though.
He filled the slot. Now I'll tell you the one scene where I accepted him as Spartacus, and that was in the very finale. Remember when he was running up that hill at the rich guy? What was his name? Marcus Craxus, and he was just covered in blood, and he was just coming after him. I was like, that's Spartacus. That is Spartacus right there. But you had Spartacus' character was great. John Hannah and Lucy Lawless was great. The guy that played Asher, God, he shined. He shined in all.
Yeah, because you love to hate that dude.
He was so horrible. And it's like his character was even. It's hard to say which if he was worse in Gods of the Arena, because remember where he set his friend up.
Oh God, yes, dude. Oh, dude. Oh my God, that was brutal.
Oh, he was so pissed about that. Let me give y'all a little bit of context, right?
These two characters are Syrians, and
Yeah.
one of them doesn't speak the language, so the other one has to interpret for him. And they were at a party where the slaves all had to stand there on display, and this guest wanted to have sex with him, but he didn't understand him, and so he just sold him out saying, "Yeah, he's agreeable."
No, it's hold on, Avery, you're skipping a lot. It was a reason why he did that, because what it was that the guy that didn't speak English, he was a good gladiator, and they wanted him. They didn't want the interpreter because he was small and he was weaker, and he couldn't win his fights. And they told him straight up, "You get half the pay because you're half the man." And he was mad about that shit. So he was in his feelings. So when they're having this party with the upper Romans or whatever, this one guy approached him, says, "Does your friend like the cunt or cock?" He's like, "Oh, he likes the cock." Because he was pissed that the guy was getting twice the money. He was getting.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Come, I will have your ass quickly." Oh, he got his cheeks pounded. So the next day, they're sitting there and they're training, and he just quiet, and then he's kind of looking at it like, he's pissed. I know he's pissed. I want to say something to him, but I know he's pissed. There's nothing I can say. Because he had another man clap his cheeks. It was bad. It was bad. But that's what he did. He manipulated people. He manipulated people to utter perfection. God, it was he was that dude.
It's pretty funny.
Oh God. But you also kind of fell in love with the guy Jai Courtney, who played Spartacus' best friend. He wasn't that great, but he was a great supporting actor. But the guy that played what was the Roman general that hated him, that hated Spartacus?
Glabba.
Glabber. Yeah,
Labor.
He was great because he was just nonstop. He did not let up. He was a true villain.
Well, the thing I liked about that show, I mean, is that it actually, from speaking to someone who has a lot of history, it's actually more accurate than you would think. I mean, first off, the gladiators didn't run around wearing in furry leather underpants. They actually wore armor, depending on, well, I won't bore you, but like the relationship between the slaves and their masters and the way the attitudes that the Romans had towards them were a lot more accurate than you usually see in a lot of historical shows. And they also show what happened when the rebellion broke out. I mean, believe it or not, it didn't last very long. It was only the whole Spartacus War, the Third Servile War, only lasted about 2 years. And it's funny, they because I actually recently finished listening to an Audible book about it. So after the revolt, they literally fought their way up the Italian peninsula right to the Alps, and they were all set to cross over the Alps into northern Europe, and then they just turned around and went back south again, and no one's really sure why they did it. And by turning south, though, they ended up doing themselves, because eventually Rome finally realized they had a real problem on its hands, and they brought in a bunch of first class generals to put it down. But so the show really did show that fairly well. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, the gratuitousness of it kind of put me off. But now I want to rewatch it. So
guess I need to watch this shit, man. I must have missed out on the whole thing.
Oh, God.
I never even watched Rome on HBO. I never even watched that.
Rome was really good. The first season's really good. The second season, not as good, because the show was getting canceled, so they tried to jam in the full 5-year story arc into the second season. I think the first season's phenomenal.
I think from what I read is that Varenus wasn't supposed to die in the Varenus doesn't actually die, and supposedly the story ends with the either the crucifixion of Jesus or something or something close to that. But I don't know. That was a good show. That was
especially the first season. The first season's fantastic.
I'll have to watch that.
I love that. I love history, man. I love historical stuff.
Has anybody seen Gladiator 2 yet? It's available on Amazon Prime, but I haven't had a chance to. I'm probably gonna see it this weekend. But anyone seen it yet?
No. I haven't heard any good reviews about it.
I've seen it in the theater.
Any good?
We struggled to stay awake.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
And Andrew usually likes everything.
There wasn't really any characters that we were like watching the movie for, They really
Andrew's the polar opposite of Avery. Avery hates everything, Andrew loves everything, and then balances out in the end.
Yeah, they didn't establish any character that you cared about. Which was the sad part, but it happens.
Because in a story, you have to care about somebody.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. It helps if you care. The best is when you care about one character and love to hate another.
Yes.
That's when it's really good. That's the reason. That's the reason Spartacus got me so good. Is because there were several characters. Once the show really got going, that I really, really liked, and several characters that I absolutely loved to hate.
Yeah.
Oh, the other bitch that you love to hate was Glaber's wife.
Yes.
Oh, she was a bitch.
Yeah. I forgot her name. I forgot her name, but yeah.
I can't think of her name, but she was really good. She really played that part.
Yeah.
Especially that plot she played to have Spartacus' friend killed. How she manipulated all that shit. How she slept with that the senator's son or whatever. Yeah. And in exchange for a favor, and the favor she asked was for him to pronounce that one guy to death when he lost, and Spartacus had to be the one to kill his own friend. Oh, that was cold. That was cold.
Yeah.
That really messed him up. And I was like, oh, that bitch got to go.
Oh, hey guys, guess what? Xena Warrior Princess is now available in Prime Video.
Oh, cool. Oh
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that Spartacus show, I believe, is produced by like Sam Raimi.
That explains a lot, actually.
Yeah, because
He
I
is-
don't know who was in charge of running the bath water, but that water line was just perfect. Yeah. Yes. And one thing that's crazy, I don't know history like that, but the women had like full frontal fucking rugs, and the men were clean shaven. I was like, huh?
Yeah, actually, they're. Well, I mean, I can't speak to the women, but Roman men were. They didn't wear beards. It was.
No, I'm not talking about that clean shaven.
Oh, well, I can't speak to that then. But I wouldn't even want to speculate.
I was really hoping Zach would be able to expound on that.
There's
a
a
little
lot-
bit.
I'm listening to him. I'm like, where's he going?
Certainly, a lot of that just has to do with like, hey, hey,
there's a lot of
actress, we need a full frontal shot here, and she's like, I don't want to show all the goods.
Actually,
there are a lot of prosthetic wangs in that show.
Especially that one guy. What's his name? They call him Horse Cock. Yeah, that had to be a prosthetic.
Apparently that is a known.
Have a good night, everybody.
Todd, you're gonna hate me for saying this, but
No, you're good. It's okay. It's fine.
that is a known that is a known practice in the pornographic movie industry as a way of making male performers' equipment seem bigger on screen.
Yeah, that motherfucker had to have a fake one.
Hey,
hey,
has anybody ever seen Antichrist?
MK was talking about Training Day. I heard Antichrist. I heard Antichrist is like pretty hardcore.
Ramel, I can speak for personal experience. The process is a lot more uncomfortable than it appears.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody needs to clip that. What we're talking about, and then Zach saying
especially
what he just said.
Especially when the hairs start growing back.
Ooh.
And that's all I'm going to say on that, because the solution involved.
Dusty, how are you not kicking him?
Yeah.
Are you listening?
Okay.
The solution involved a tub of cold cream and a long talk with my father.
Enjoy your conversation about cocks, gentlemen, but I'm gonna go.
No, it's about you don't want to hear the story about Antichrist and William Dafoe's cock?
No. Enjoy. Have a good night.
Hey, what about Boogie Nights? And
oh yeah, that had to be fake.
Oh, that was fake.
Okay, that movie Antichrist, William Dafoe's in it, and apparently there's scenes where you can see
Todd, this is not a discussion for live streaming. This is a green room.
No, it's totally for live streaming. Adult fantasy. Okay. DC did fart fetish comics. We could talk about William Dafoe's cock.
I like how you're just using DC as an excuse now, Avery.
Yes. Well, anyway, they had to use a stunt cock because the director, apparently William Dafoe was so large. They're like, oh, we got to have something more normal here.
Yeah, like I believe that shit. Willem Dafoe. No, but I thought it was funny. Circling back to Spartacus, remember that one guy, Sigavax, where they had to undress and she was like picking a gladiator to purchase, and she was like, "Yeah, my money's on the horse cock right there," and he's the one that she hired to kill Spartacus, whatever, and he crucified him and cut his cock off.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, dude, that was so disturbing.
Yeah, it was. I was like, damn, dude. Y'all couldn't just whip him. Oh well.
It's like you couldn't just throw him off a cliff, drop a boulder on him.
But that was one of the sweetest deaths, though. Remember the French guy that was raping the one boy when his lover died? Barker.
Oh yeah. So, they killed.
This is a great story. Barker died because of Asher, his manipulation. So his little sex toy was all broken up because they was in love or whatever. So that one French guy started raping him, and he didn't too much like that shit. So the boy,
like you normally do. You know?
yeah. It was unconsensual. So he ended up hanging himself. So Spartacus is all pissed off about it. It's like because he confronted the guy about it, and the guy made a sarcastic remark about saying the guy giving him head or whatever. So his mistake was he made that sarcastic mark standing on the side of a cliff. Oh, Spartacus hit that motherfucker, and that was it.
Yep.
And they were talking about like, is anything left of the man? The man, like, some blood and brains all over the rocks below. Yeah.
We've been talking about Spartacus, but I have yet to hear anything about war.
It's gladiators.
Well, it's gladiators. But one thing,
We're talking. All I've learned tonight is the word stunt cock.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, is a quotable line from Orgasmo, and I'll bring this movie up again because
that movie
none of
so
you guys
funny.
have watched that. Still,
I've
seen it.
Haven't seen it. Yeah,
I've seen it.
Yeah,
I have not seen that.
Stunt cock.
It's funny.
It's
It's
on
funny.
It is the
it's on a lot of
best.
free streaming services. I have to sit down and watch it.
It's fucking hilarious, man. There's like a million quotables from that movie. It's so good.
One movie.
I liked Basketball. I thought that was
Basketball's
funny, too.
funny as hell too.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
Because I know
good.
that's Trey Stone and Matt Parker.
Yeah,
Yeah, so is Orgasmo.
yeah.
No.
Both those movies are funny as hell.
Now, one I've been meaning to watch. I have to revisit it because I think I fell asleep on it though. But it's remember that one show called The Happy Time Murders?
I mean,
It's a movie.
No.
It was
familiar, but I never watched
it was kind of, you had live actors and you had puppets, and these puppets were getting knocked off, and they had to solve who was like killing all these puppets off. It was not for kids at all.
It sounds like something I would watch.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did want to watch this just because I thought it was interesting looking, but
Is it
didn't
streaming
look
anywhere?
good.
Yeah, I think it's streaming on a couple
Looks like
of free
it's on
services.
Netflix.
But it's one guy. I think he hadn't had sex in a while, and it's just this ejaculation scene that's just.
Oh, I've seen that scene on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's-
"Whoa!"
yeah.
And it's like a can of silly. It's like a can of silly string.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What was the speaking of puppets? What was the movie that was? It was one of Peter Jackson. I love this
Meet
movie.
the
It was one of
Feebles.
Meet the Feebles. Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Please tell me you've seen Meet the Feebles.
It's fucked up. It's real
Oh
fucked
my
up.
god,
I don't
dude!
think I ever have.
Ramel.
Early Peter
Really,
Jackson.
Doc, you haven't seen this?
I remember it, and I remember it supposing like being
what's
audacious,
that?
but yeah.
What's that horror movie he did? Dead Alive. That's fucked up.
Dead
too.
Alive was great. Yeah, Dead Alive was really good.
Like those intestines just crawling around, choking people. Like, dude, it's fucked up.
Yeah, his horror movies were great.
Yeah. Peter Jackson, like when you watch Peter Jackson's early movies and be like, this is the dude that made Lord of the Rings? What?
Yeah, it's not even the same person. It's crazy. But
Yeah,
like
Sam Raimi's grown as a director, but there's Sam Raimi images.
yeah, they're
Like
shots.
there's things that you recognize all the way from Evil Dead to Quick and the Dead to Spider-Man that you still
Yeah.
recognize as Sam Raimi.
His style. It's his style.
Yeah. Drag Me to
Yeah.
Hell. That's a great one.
Wait,
Yeah,
Sam
exactly.
Sam Raimi
Dragging
did
It Home.
The Quick and the Dead.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. That Western? Yeah. With Leonardo DiCaprio and Sharon
Okay,
Stone.
that's good. That's one.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
that's a good one, man.
Yeah.
And that's a slimmer Russell Crowe.
Yeah, and it's also he also did The Gift, that Billy Bob Thornton movie about Billy Bob Thornton's mom, supposedly, with Kate Blanchett as a psychic. It's a really good movie. I recommend it. But yeah, that's Sam Raimi too. That's like the
You
most
know-
different thing.
Do you know what movie just celebrated its 20th year anniversary?
What's that?
Just think about it. Just
Wait,
popular.
20 years. Give me a hint. Genre.
Tarantino.
Kill Bill.
Jackie Brown.
It's not Reservoir
Dusk Till
Dogs.
Dawn.
From Dusk Till oh my God.
No, Dusk Till Dawn came out in '94.
Or maybe it was his third. Was it 30 year then? Maybe it was
Gotta be
his 30 year.
Dusk
It
Till
just
Dawn,
celebrated
that's a great
25.
movie.
It just celebrated like a milestone. I thought it was 20, but you might be right. It might be
You know
25
what?
or 30.
It's got to be 30 years.
You know,
Yeah,
you know what the interesting thing is about that? Salma Hayek has not aged a day. Or,
She's still
Oh yeah.
damn good looking woman.
Yeah, I saw one of those. You know, sometimes they do those retrospectives. Like
I saw
the
that.
actresses that don't age like that. I just saw one of those on
Yeah.
Salma Hayek the other day. Yeah.
But on the other hand, you know, like on the other hand, if you're married to like the I think it's like the third richest man in the world, you can probably afford a fairly decent, you know, health and beauty regimen.
Probably.
Oh yeah. She's
Bathed
married
in
like
the
some
blood
dude
of
that.
virgins, something like that.
Oh well, definitely because it's the dude that's like the head of Balenciaga.
No,
Yeah.
he's Bernard Arnault. He was actually
Or
at
no,
the
you know.
I think he was actually at the Trump inauguration. So they it's the it's like apparently the world of like high European luxury is basically it's basically two companies, LVMH and Kering, and between them and also I think Gucci is the third one. And yeah, so apparently I don't know. I'm trying to think of something quippy to say, but I'm starting to fall asleep, and it's still really. I mean, like it's just again, seriously, my hands have been aching all day because there's a draft coming in from my windows. I'm barely able to type right now. And I moved down here to get away from this fucking weather. It just follows me around.
Yeah.
Take that shit back up there.
Well, no thanks. Not until they clean up crime in the subways.
We've still got some snow on the ground here. This is really weird for this part of Georgia.
Well, I mean it's well the thing is I think next week it's supposed to be in the 70s, so I can't wait for that.
What?
According to the weather report, where I am, it's going to be like in the 70s.
Yeah, I gotta check my shit.
Yeah, we got one day next week. It's supposed to get up to around there. Yeah.
I hear it was like minus 15 the other day.
Woo, fuck that.
Nope.
Keep that shit.
Wind chill. Yeah.
Nope. You can keep that, buddy. I've
Yeah.
I spent
Thank you.
I spent most of my adult life in the Northeast. If I never see another flake of snow again, I'll die a happy man.
I like the snow.
I love the snow.
Snow forts.
My
And shit
kids,
like that.
my kids just got to see snow for the first time because it snowed. I mean, where I am, it's like like white stuff falls from sky, land on ground, barely covers the grass, and people are like, "Oh my god,
Right.
oh,
Yeah.
snow!" And like my kids are like, "Oh my god, it landed in the street!" Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like the snow would avoid the street.
I used to work at this
like-
Mexican restaurant, and the owners were from Bolivia, and they had like his cousin that came up to work, and like this guy was like 38, right? And I mean, like, and we'd be doing a lot of cocaine after hours and stuff like that. But it was like the first time you'd been there in the
He's
winter,
from Bolivia.
and the winter, right? And it's like, and it started to like do a good snow the first time, and this guy is just like zooted out in the street, like, spinning circles and shit. It's like 35,
like in,
skipping
like
through
the sound of
street.
music and shit.
Yeah, man, like running and skipping, like it was like it just like, but it like instantly reduced him to like a 5-year-old or whatever, right? Like mentally, it's like the wonder of the snow. Pretty
No,
wild, man.
the wonder of the snow and the blow.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. We played this Bolivian
You got that
dice
booger
game.
sugar.
We played this Bolivian dice game called Cacho. It's kind of like Yahtzee, but you can call Cacho and reverse someone's dice after they roll it to fuck with them. We played the shit out of that, man. I have a special somewhere. I still have it. It's like a leather handmade like cacho dice rolling cup. It's pretty badass.
I think it's either Bolivia or Peru where that has a holiday called Tinku, which is described as, according to the writers at Cracked, back when they were still a comedy site and not just a cheaper version of The Onion, as national
magazine.
No, well now they're a website, but
yeah.
So as National Punch Your Neighbor Day. Well, it's literally apparently it's a holdover from like the old pre-Christian Colombian days where they would spill blood to appease the gods. In this case, it's literally people getting in the rings and just punching the crap out of each other until they start bleeding.
So it's like saying like Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas, but instead of like bloodying your neighbors, you just like clock them in the face.
It's a purge, yeah.
You bust his nose as a way of ensuring good fortune for you both. It's all done in the name of some
You bust his nose and good fortune. You just like cuddle afterwards or something, like hug.
Yeah.
Like, oh!
I'm gonna start National Bone Your Neighbor Day and move into a good community with some hot bitches and rich husbands.
Thy ass shall be mine.
Yeah, those fraternity clinics are just might be crazy.
Hey guys, I have an idea for a story. So back in the 90s, there was when Demi Moore and Woody Harrelson were young, they did a movie with Robert Redford where it was called Indecent Proposal, I think, where he offered to pay him $1 million if he could sleep with Demi Moore.
Mm-hmm.
What if we did that? But what if we did a movie where a rich millionaire of either gender, male or female, makes the same offer to a newly married couple, but it's the guy who has to do the deed.
You can direct it. Well,
it depends if the billionaire's played by Salma Hayek, I don't think she should have to pay. But on the other hand, if it's like if it's like a Harvey Weinstein kind of character, would that count as horror or porn?
They kind of did that already. I'll tell you what movie, but I won't tell you live. I will not say over YouTube what movie I watched. So.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after hours. I will not go on record on saying what movie I watched.
Well. Speaking of that, then we should probably call it as time. I
don't say time, and we still be live. I will fuck you up.
Oh man, I love you guys. Wait, what did MTS say? He said he said yes. He said yes this time. Anyway, happy Friday, guys.
Happy.
That was Friday. I think that was a good session. I think it was a good nerd session. Good nerd den session. But yeah, we got stuff cooking. Everybody's working on stuff. This whole crew is doing stuff, so it's good. And God, man, I can't believe it's almost February. This drives me nuts. But we're gonna everyone have a good weekend. MK, thank you so much, brother, for showing up as always.
See you, MK.
MK says, great session. Have an excellent weekend, fellas. You too, brother.
Yeah, brother.
And yeah, we will see you guys soon. And now we're gonna chat for another 30 minutes in the green room. All right.
About movie penises.
About stunt cocks.